A very good evening and welcome. This is Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Theruni Karunaratna. Before we head on to your stories in detail, let's first take a look at your headlines.
Newsfirst headline.
Ella-Wellawaya Road reopens after landslide closure. Motorists advised caution. 1 dead and 1 missing after fishing vessel collision in Valachena Sea. Sri Lanka braces for increased rain and wind as pre-monsoon conditions develop. In news overseas, fierce fighting in northern Gaza as aid starts to roll off US-built pier. And in sports, it's cricket. Hardik's form mirrors Mumbai woes in wretched IPL season. Onto those stories in detail now. The Ella-Wellawaya Road, temporarily closed due to a landslide near Malittugulla, has been reopened to traffic. However, the Disaster Management Centre warns motorists of potential closures during heavy rain and advises caution on the route. The road closure, which began yesterday afternoon due to renewed landslide activity, has been lifted for now. The DMC will deploy traffic signallers to warn drivers of potential hazards, particularly during adverse weather conditions. To improve nighttime safety, the DMC has also installed lights to illuminate dangerous areas along the road. Meanwhile, an accident at sea claimed the life of a fisherfolk and left another missing after their multi-day fishing trawler collided with a larger ship off the coast of Valachena. Now, according to police reports, heavy rain hampered visibility and contributed to the collision. The vessel, which departed Valachena fishing harbour with a crew of 5, was involved in the accident. One 47-year-old fisherman from Nedavur died in the accident. Search efforts are underway for a 60-year-old crew member who remains missing. Now, a third fisherman sustained injuries and is receiving treatment at the Trincomalee Hospital. Meanwhile, the Department of Meteorology warns of a significant increase in rain and wind across Sri Lanka starting today. This shift is attributed to developing pre-monsoon weather patterns in the surrounding seas. Up to 90 areas could experience rainfall exceeding 100 millimeters. Thunder showers are forecast for many parts of the island, particularly after 2 p.m. Wind speeds in the southern province may reach 30 to 40 kilometers per hour. Now, the Department of Irrigation warns of potential flooding near the Kalani River, Kalu River, Ging River, Nilvala River, Benthara River, Kala Oya, Dadru Oya and Attanagalu Oya. Residents in surrounding lowlands are advised to be cautious. Several reservoirs are being drained in anticipation of heavy rains. The National Building Research Organisation also extended a landslide warning for 8 districts. The Department of Meteorology advises the maritime community to avoid sailing in the Southeast Arabian Sea due to rough seas. Up next is international news.
International news.
Israeli forces battled Hamas fighters in the narrow alleyways of Jabalia in northern Gaza on Friday in some of the fiercest engagements since they returned to the area a week ago, while in the south, militants attacked tanks massing around Rafah. Residents said Israeli armor had thrust as far as the market at the heart of Jabalia, the largest of Gaza's 8 historic refugee camps, and that bulldozers were demolishing homes and shops in the path of the advance. Israel has said its forces had cleared Jabalia months earlier in the Gaza war, triggered by the deadly Hamas-led attacks on southern Israel on the 7th of October 2023, but said last week it was returning to prevent the Islamist group from regrouping there. Up next is sports news.
Sports news.
And in sports news, it's cricket. 5-time champions Mumbai Indians finished their woeful season with yet another defeat on Friday, with captain Hardik Pandya's own performance a reflection of their struggles in the Indian Premier League. Mumbai are one of the 2 teams to have won 5 IPL titles, all of them under Rohit Sharma, who was replaced by all-rounder Pandya in a shock leadership change this year. As the team hurtled from one defeat to another, fans started booing Pandya, who led Gujarat Titans in the last 2 seasons, even in their home matches at the Wankhede Stadium. And that's a wrap of this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Theruni Karunaratna. Thank you very much for watching.